One of the really positive and at the same time very difficult things about clinical trials is that you're both trying to gain knowledge and trying to help the patients who are participating in the trials. So they're both research and therapy at some level. And the very hard thing about research is that if we ask the question, does this work, and we're honest with ourselves as scientists, sometimes the answer is no, it doesn't work. But if we're good scientists as well as being good physicians, then we determine why it doesn't work, and we may find that what we've learned can help us to solve a different problem. Because as we go along, we're learning about how the tools work. We're also learning about how the human body responds to these tools, to the viral vectors, and in some cases to the new gene. And that knowledge can open doors for other conditions sometimes in ways we never would have anticipated. So that's an excellent outcome for the research part of the trial. It's not an excellent outcome for the treatment desire that was part of the trial. While we don't do trials in children that aren't designed to help them, we often, when we're starting the trial, don't know enough to know if what we're giving your child in this trial is going to help. The only way we can find out if it's going to work and is not going to be harmful is to try. And we need some families to step up and say, we'll go first, or we'll be in the first group. We will try it. And when you go into that, you hope, and we always hope, that there's a reasonable balance between the risk from participating in the trial and the potential benefit to your child. We always hope that. But in fact, because it's a trial, we don't know the answer ahead of time. So sometimes it works out on the other side, and either it doesn't work or there's a side effect that we didn't anticipate, and those side effects can cause harm to the child. So there's an unknown factor in there that we can't really eliminate unless we do the trial. Somebody's got to be the trailblazer. Somebody's got to raise their hand and say, we'll be the first to try it, knowing that our risk is greater because there isn't previous experience with this. I'm thinking about the two goals of a clinical trial, to do research, to gain scientific knowledge, and to help those participating in the trial. Any well-designed trial will succeed on the research, whether the answer is yes or no. We've learned something. A well-designed trial, you learn something with either result. And so you could view it from that standpoint as we've gained something from doing that. But if you're a patient or if you're a family and it didn't work, or it had a majorly negative side effect, or both, then you can't help but think of that as a failure. And that's hard, but that's right now the only way we know to get from point A to point B is to try it.